welcome to the place of my birth, Torquay, South Devon. Today is really sunny, however I don't expect it to continue, especially when I decide to go wild camping. Devon is green for a reason, and that is because it rains a lot. So as the weather's going to change for the worse, I've decided that I'm going to just go on a wild camp on the edge of Dartmoor to a place I've never been before called Maldon Reservoir. So further down from that is a valley, and that's where I'm going to be wild camping. It's going to be a long video, this one. There's a lot to show you, so hopefully. So come with me and enjoy the adventure. So yeah, this is where we walked from, and this is where we're going to. We're going to walk along this way and see how we go. It's looking quite interesting. Don't want to be dropping down there. I mean, it's not the greatest of weather for people who like the sun, but I don't care. You know, I'm not going to get hot and bothered, and that's what's important. So we're going to walk towards that viaduct. Yeah, and perhaps once we're down there, I'll explain to you why we decided to come here, to Maldon Reservoir and towards the Maldon Quarry and the viaduct, instead of another place on Dartmoor, which is far closer to me at the moment. Earlier on we were thinking about, well, I was thinking about going to a different place. I think it's Belvery, the Post Bridge, beautiful place, all the river and that. But unfortunately, speaking to the National Trust, the Rangers, they've banned it. Why have they banned it? They've banned it because of yobs, basically antisocial behaviour. People coming, not wild camping, they're coming because it's parked next to the road with a 6-man tent, loads of beer, they're getting pissed, they're doing massive fire pits, bringing a football team, destroying the environment, and repeatedly they're doing this all the time. So they said no. Wow. I don't know if anybody's been chopping away there at some time in history. But it looks it a bit, doesn't it? Like a very old quarry effect. But yeah, I think this will be to do with the reservoir here. Very dark, isn't it? With the clouds. You wouldn't think that it's about 1 o'clock. Or maybe less in the afternoon. And of course, clearly things fall apart. That looks to me as though it might have been a bridge at some time, but the ground's giving way. I mean, look at it. You don't want to be slipping down there. So yeah, I think it was a bridge at some time. No longer. So we will be walking around. Yeah, and it's coming off the hills now, because obviously you can tell by the weather, it's been a little bit of rain. So I've got to be careful down when I'm down by the river, if I decide to wild camp there, that I don't get too close to anywhere where it could flood. So I'm going to end up having a tent that's a raft. We don't want that. And I suppose if it's a lovely hot day and you're feeling like having a dip, that's deep enough for a dip. Have a nice wash there. Yes, it's interesting. You come across these places on the way down, and clearly this is some form of maybe a shelter for the sheep. It looks to me like that's the entrance over there, but it's not used now. It's in disarray. Or is it something that was a building? I don't know. There's a lot of archaeology on and around Dartmoor. But again, it makes the walk interesting. Now you can see there where our dam is, where I've walked from. It's not as far as I expected. No doubt going back it's going to be a lot harder because it's all the way uphill. And do you know what I love about this? Including the clear water, I have not met anybody else on the way down. No one, just me and me. So I'm going to explore. So yeah, you never know what you're going to find around here. So what have we got here? Well, look, here we go. So the question is, do I go that way? Or do I become intrigued and go that way? And I think it would be a good idea to be intrigued. So let's go over the bridge and hopefully keep my phone in my hand. So all right, that's where I've just come from, and that is where I'm going. But we'll have a look around here, we've got plenty of time. So let's have a look. Remember, always close the gates. Always close the gates. And always make sure the wood you're on is actually solid enough for you to be on. Oh, it's a bit bendy. And I'm terrible with heights. Absolutely terrible. But we made it. It was a bit wobbly. Oh, here we go. So let's see what more we have here. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that. It's got a bit further nearer. What is this? Wow, it looks like a quarry. A quarry? Wow, look at that. Talk about Jurassic. Hey? Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. Hey? Look at that. Wow. Yeah. Some old ironwork there. So I think it was a working quarry at some time. Wow. So, again, I'd imagine the signs are very clear and they don't want you swimming in that. I mean, look at it. The wind's hitting it. And sometimes when wild camping, you got no choice. You have to take that risk and go over raging rapids such as this. You know, so USA and Canada, they think they have raging rapids. Look at this. See, one has to just go for it and hope one doesn't get one's tootsies wet. To be truthful, both ways most likely will lead to Rome anyway, but we'll find out. See, here we go. It's just nearer the river. There we go. Right, off we go again. So we're slowly going along this, and as you can see, the viaduct is getting nearer. And by the way, it looks like both roads would have led to Rome. They could meet up here. You dummy. But Oh, what's that? What does that look like? That looks like something to explore. Look at the sky. The bloody sun's coming out. Look at it, it's coming out. What's going on? I thought I was in for a wet, drizzly day. Just goes to show positive attitude. Here we go, let's see what's here. Looks to me like an old place where, oh look at that. How was that? Look at this. Mind the stinging nettles, I'll just go straight through them. Right. Look at this. Like someone came up with the idea of let's build a bridge, then change their mind. Because it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. And what have we got here? Hey? Oh, that's a bit strange, isn't it? Like a little oven. Oh, and the echo's gone. Echo, echo. Where is that? Ah, it looks like a... What's going on here? Right, well, I'm not going to bend down, but it don't stop my camera bending down and having a look. And what's it up there? Wow. What is it? Well, that's strange. If you're from this area, near the Meldon Reservoir, if I can't find it on the Ordnance Survey, you'll have to tell us what this is all about. Wow. Is it an oven? I don't know. But, I mean, if you're in real bad weather, you could well camp here. Protection. Unusual. Not for me, though. So there's that under what could have been a bridge. And then there's this very interesting area called a gate, which takes us to, I don't know where it takes us, but we're just having a look at it. Isn't it beautiful around here? We have come across the viaduct. And what else we've come across is a bloody road. I don't want a road. What's going on here? Where's my river? The river is down there, and I need to get back down there. There's a footpath going that way, but there is no way on God's given earth I'm going somewhere. What's this road doing here? Huh? Not happy chappy. I nearly missed it. Funny things you see along the way. Look at this. A concrete signpost. I mean, that was meant to last, wasn't it? I wonder what the sign was on there, or the signs that they would put on here that was so important to have a concrete signpost. It most likely said, "Ye wild camping people are welcome, as long as ye leave no trace." And yet I got this, the Osprey, I think it's EFA, 85 plus, and believe me, I have rammed it to the point where you can't get any more. And do you know what? They say that it feels only half the weight if you'd had it in another rucksack. Absolutely true. The weight is on like my hips and on my bottom of the back, and I don't even consider taking it off. I keep exploring with it on. Now with the other rucksack, the one I had, it was a Sherpa, and don't get me wrong, I got it cheap from bankrupt stock. It was a great rucksack, but if I was going to do exploring, I would know the weight and I'd be taking it off all the time and then struggling to put it back on. This one, it don't even come into my mind to take it off. So that just goes to show, doesn't it? I mean, okay, I'm not one of those guys that goes for ultralight. I leave that to those type of people. It's entirely up to them if they're happy that way. For me, at 60 years old, I like my luxuries, and I'm going to keep it this way. Yeah, so it doesn't know what to do. It keeps being blue sky, then it's going like grey, and then it's blue sky, then it's grey. So I don't care. It's great, it really is. It's just nice to be out again. Or the edge of Dartmoor. I found my first shroom. Here it is. It's, oh, I can't get any further, can I? I'm gonna have to bend down. Wait. Oh no, I can't. Okay, I've got a rucksack on. Look at it, there it goes. Right, I'll try and get back up. Yeah, I'm not risking it over the rapids again. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up there and then walk back down there. We shall see what happens. So basically I've done a full circle. And if you look, there's this enclosure that I talked about before, wondering where it was made for the animals, whether it was a building at some time, because they repurpose things even in ancient times. So we're going back down here, but instead of going down and then turning right, I'm hoping to go down and turn left, and we'll see what happens. I don't know about you folks who are watching this video, but I kind of feel sorry for that tree. Look at it, bless it, all by itself. I mean, really? Poor thing. But it's still hanging in there, isn't it? It's got a little bit of life on it. Oh, bless. Really nice around here, it's beautiful. Now, it might not be unusual, but I find that stone there, okay, I find that unusual. That you've got two different types of stone there. So I'm going to keep that one and give it to my lovely wife. Right, well, we're going to have to get across here on the river without getting too deep. So there, oh, it's not looking good, this. There, I think I'm going to go flying here. We're going to go back and we're going to get our yeah, well, I made it courtesy of the walking sticks. Without them I would have slipped. So if people say walking sticks aren't worth it, yes they are. I was able to balance going over those rocks because either side it wasn't like an inch or two. It was going to be way past my heel and maybe ankle, and I don't want to get wet. Sorry, but I don't. I'll leave that to you youngsters. Walking sticks, very useful, especially negotiating over rocks and balancing on rocks, especially with these boots on. Whee! Right guys, just a little tip for anyone new to camping, wild camping, and the wind. Okay, at the moment the wind is coming from over there and it's coming this way. It's calm at the moment, then it'll be a sudden gust. Okay, when you put down your backpack, put it down at an angle so it's leaning against the two sticks. Get your stove and your gas on the other side of that, so now you've created a barrier between the wind or any sudden gust of wind. This will save you on gas because it will boil quicker, and the possibility that a gust could knock over your stove if it's on unsteady ground. It's just a tip, but it's worth noting. And remember, the coffee's going to be hot. Haha. Right, so I've actually got it on the gimbal now, so I've not been so lazy as I have been, so which is good. There's our poor old tree, all by itself, but bless it. Yeah, so that is where everybody else has to traipse over to try and get here, so it's like my own little island, isn't it? Okay, that's the viaduct you just saw in the top right hand corner, and that is where I got my gear here. I'm so confident to leave it here because there's no one around. But yeah, so I was saying that I was hoping to camp further up, but I think there's going to be an issue with the wind there. It's not so bad here. It's not so well hidden. I mean, it's still early afternoon. But later on, I think I can put my tent up round here somewhere. And no one's going to bother me, I don't think. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look again. You can see the wind. It's banging away on the ferns there. It's like gusts. It comes and goes. But let's have a look. I mean, I ain't seen no sheep down here, but I'm seeing plenty of evidence there's a sheep around here. All the bloody drop-ins. But yeah, see, and then you get the gusts. Look at that. And they come. I mean, look at this all moving around. So, and it's nearer. It's funny. It's nearer we get to the dam. So clearly, that cold water and then that war is creating some form of condition where it's creating this wind. I don't know if you can hear the wind now, but yeah. So, and to be truthful, I don't want to be associated with that burn, that scorched earth. That's what's putting me off camping around there. I don't want to get blamed for that. Sometimes it's worth keeping away from people who do things like that, or any evidence of that. But it's down here, isn't it? And it's a little bit more wetter here. Yeah, so and there's the dam. Yeah, there's the dam. So you got this area, and then what upset me was this, especially after talking to the National Trust on Sunday. And this is the other end of Dartmoor. I mean, come on guys, what the living hell is that? Yeah, so it is not a little bit windy, but I mean, I was expecting it to be loads of rain and all that, you know, but ain't too bad. You just got to accept what Mother Nature decides to throw at you. And she's been very kind to me today. Very kind. So I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Bit of wind. Other than that, a little bit of rain earlier on, but nothing to write home about, you know, so hey, can't go wrong. Just can't go wrong. Now can ya? Decided where to be. Just boiled my water, ready for my salmon and broccoli pasta. Right, well, I've got a tent up and got my bit of cooking on. There you go. And that's ready now. So, steaming up the camera for a little while. Waterproof's on now. The weather is changed. And I expected it to happen. There's a heavy drizzle now in the sky. It's very, very fine. You can see it on the river, all the pitter patter, and it's the reason why I set up my tent early. Better to keep dry than to set it up and we're all wet and it's really awkward to try and keep things dry. So found the best place. Can't go too much near the dam wall because I'm getting all that wind, and those other spots, even though they look nice, loads of wind. This is brilliant. Basically no one can see it. It's the river, all these trees. They'd have to look for me to find me. So it's the great wild camping spot. I'm happy, and hopefully we'll have a good night. One thing I did forget is my pillow. So like anything else with wild camping, we have to improvise. We'll get spare clothes, stuff it into a dry sack, and that's my pillow for tonight. Well, it's going to be dark soon. Thought I'd just get my head down. Might watch a bit of telly or something if I can. But yeah, camping next to the river. Bit different, but hey. See if it'll turn round so you can see. There you go. I'm about, what, 10 metres away. That's enough, just in case it rains heavy. Maybe the river swells a bit. I thought I'll not get too close. But yeah. My own little private river. Wow.
Right guys, nature called. 4 o'clock in the morning. So one had to bear oneself out in the very fine rain, but it's still beautiful, next to the river and go for a pee-pee. But I had a really good sleep, and I mean I went to bed early, to be truthful. I mean this country air is doing my head in. It's like, it's just so like, I don't know if it's good for you or whatever, but it's like, I just do half a day and I'm thinking, my goodness, I'm just so tired, I want to go to sleep. And I mean I must have hit the sack about 7:30 this evening, maybe a little bit earlier, and I think I've only woke up twice. But yeah, so I'm in the Fjordkraven, Abisko Light 1. It's holding up really well. There's some quite heavy gusts of wind, and then there's nothing. It's just this fine rain. Yeah, it's a little bit windy. You can see it's flapping around a bit. But I mean, look. If we take this down, just trying to get the tent undone. There we go. And we swap it round. You don't see my ugly mug or it. So now we've got a door. I've opened that up already. So this shiny wet, as you can see, bit of rain, but yeah. Oh, they're still nice and dark. Look at it there, nice and dark. Yeah, plenty of room. And I got all my gear here, boots there, my cloth, just to wipe this down, obviously. I didn't bother to get changed. I had my boxer shorts on, that was enough. So I just wiped my feet down before I came in, bare feet. But yeah, but this is the beast, by the way. This is the beast. Look at that. That's the beast. All metal, and it's huge machine. That's just pure, all that handle is just one battery, and you undo this and you charge it up. But yeah, these are fans, these grills, if you see them. There you go, either side. It's on lock at the moment, so it's got LCD screen and everything, but it's locked down at the moment, so I can't accidentally put it on because it will set the tent alight. Is that an owl I hear? An owl? Bless it. What time is it? Let's have a look. What time is Mr. Owl? Come to say hello. Oh, there he is again. 26 in the morning. I think he's saying, it's time to get up, Mr. Nobody. Time to get up. Well, we're going to have to do something. Oh dear. Oh, what a night. Late December. Well, actually, early October. Even so. Really warm. Really warm. Toasty, toasty. They don't care about me. They're still making his. Ooh. Bless. We are around 6:15, 20 past 6 in the morning. Still dark. In the rain. Having a cup of coffee. You see, you don't always. Can you pack up at night? Of course you can. You got your tent light. You got your head light, or you should have at least. You're not going to have that massive torch there, but I brought that out for a bit of fun. This is real power. That's 2 fans running at the time. It goes on and on. It lights up wherever it is. Real power. Leave no trace. Always double check, and I'm happy to say that we can leave here once I pick up the backpack and have caused no damage whatsoever. Meh. 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 Oi! Hey. Alright, ignore me if you will. How wild is it coming down now? It's looking pretty wild at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah. Coming down lovely. That's where we're making it to. And we're getting there. It's all uphill. We're not doing bad now. Hey. Came from down the bottom of the valley. Down that way. Hey. That's where we're going.